Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. My name is Danielle, just in case you didn't know, now you do know. And today we're going to talk about plus size sewing patterns. In this time that I've been off, I've realized that there really isn't a go-to source for plus size sewing patterns. There are quite a few indie designers. I would definitely not shop from the top 3 or big 5 or whatever they're called. They sound like some sort of telecom conglomerate, but let's face it, they don't offer stylish clothes and they don't offer enough sizes, and sewing pattern sizes are different than clothing sizes. You don't necessarily match. You have to know your measurements and you have to know the finished garment measurements, like the size chart for the designer or the company you're buying from, because it could be really bad. You think you're buying a size 32 when in actuality it fits like a 24 or it fits like a 40. Definitely have had both of those things happen. We're going to talk about plus size sewing patterns. I haven't tried all of these. I've only tried a couple, or tried the brand, and I still want to share them with you, and I will make an entire list with links and everything in the description, so check that if you want to actually click on these. Some of these are free and some of them are paid, and you should be more than happy to pay for a pattern that is made in your size, because not everything is free, and if you want something done well, then you should be willing to pay for it. Let's get started. The first one is the Dill Dress, and I don't know why it's called the Dill Dress, by Mood Fabrics. So Mood has an entire catalog of sewing patterns, okay, and they go from I think 0 to 32. So in theory I wear a 32. I'm happy to recommend them because they're free and they make nice patterns. Like, these are actually stylish clothes and you're getting a free pattern. You just sign up for there, you put in your email and you get emailed the pattern, and you can download it and print it at home. You can also take it to like a FedEx, Kinko's, I don't even know if Kinko's still exists, I feel like I'm aging myself, or a large scale printer. I know if you're in Canada, the Fabric Snob, which is a fabric store, will actually print on A0 size paper for you, and you can have it mailed to you, which I think is great, because sometimes we don't own printers and it's a huge pain in the ass to tape it all together. So if you have the option to pay to get it printed and shipped to you, do that, because it'll save you so much time. Anyway, this is like a super boxy dress. Love how it looks. I think like you could do a lot with this and modify it. Like, you could use this as a t-shirt start off, you could shorten it. Yeah, anyways, I just think it's very interesting. I'm not sure if I will make it myself, but there are definitely some things in this list that I will be making, because I want them, but I don't want to go through the trouble of making the pattern. So next up on the list is the Winslow culottes from Helen's Closet. I have purchased this pattern. I've printed it out. I have not made it yet and I've not taped it together, but there's a couple different views in this, and these just look so comfy. I also noticed in the instructions that they have instructions, so if you want to put a zipper in it and have them be not stretchy in the waist, or you can use a stretchy fabric and add elastic to the waist, which I thought was really great, because I would honestly prefer to have it be elasticated waist, but not everybody wants that. Sticking with Helen's Closet, I've actually made this already, and it's the Jackson tee and pullover. So it's a t-shirt and like crew neck sweatshirt pattern. I made the t-shirt and I love it. Oh, by the way, Helen's closet goes up to, it goes 0 to 34. So although their 34 is a 62-inch hip, so that's a little small, but I think I made the 32 in the Jackson tee and it fits perfect. So yeah, anyways, it has like a classic unisex fit, which is just means that you can make this and like it'll fit a guy or a girl or anybody in between. So I really like this because it fits quite boxy. It's not super form-fitting. The neck is like not super tight, but also isn't super loose. I hate crew necks when they like right choking me, and no, it does not do that. This is the orange t-shirt that I have that I made. And I love it very much, and I want to make another, and I would like to make a sweatshirt too. All right, so we're back to Mood, and these are, there's actually 2 patterns here. So there is the Wren shirt, spelled W-R-E-N, and it's like a classic like button-up shirt, but also has a B view with a fancy sleeve, and I really like the fancy sleeve. Like, sleeves are so boring on plus size clothes a lot of the time. I don't know what it is, they're just afraid to make us look wider or fatter or something, I don't know. But these have a fancy sleeve. Then we've got some wide leg like dress trousers, and they're called Live pants. And again, the pattern is free, and it's supposed to make a whole outfit. You can make shorts or you can make full-length trousers. They look really good together in their photos, and yeah, I think both of them are spectacular. And if you are having trouble finding pants that fit you, then try making a pair. Make a mock-up first in like shitty fabric, and then like fit it to yourself. Make adjustments. Maybe you need to make the rise a little higher to go over your fupa. Do whatever you gotta do, but you can make it work. And if you're in between sizes, you can merge the sizes. Just print out all of the sizes at once. They layer on top of each other, and then you can just join the lines. Okay, so still on the Mood site, we are looking at the Spearmint corset, and I like that they put up both a like a small and a plus size version in the photo. And I think like corset patterns, like corset tops and stuff like that, are very popular right now, or at least they were a few months ago. I don't know, they just look really cool, and to be honest, I think they would be very easy to use upcycled fabric, or like found fabric, because they don't take as much fabric as a whole top, and so you can get really creative with piecing stuff together. So the Spearmint one, it looks like it has like a full solid like front piece, and then it ties at the shoulders and it laces in the back, and it just has a very like romantic fit. But the fabrics they used are kind of like punk rock, I would say, like, you know, the tiger and the skull, but like gives it a little bit more edge, and you can really do whatever you want with it. You can make this look super romantic and girly, or you can go and make this super badass and embellish it, put studs on it, do whatever you want with it, really. So beautiful, and it looks like it would actually be comfortable to wear, because for the most part, they're not calling for any boning in it. This is definitely one that I want to make off of Mood. It's the Savannah Shacket. I was definitely lured in by their fabric choice, which happens to be pink and lilac plaid fleece, and honestly, I love it, but I really just want a shacket. I don't really have a lot of jackets, and I'll be honest, sometimes here in Canada, or where I'm in Ontario, it goes from winter to immediately summer sometimes. and there's no time for jackets. So I don't get to wear them a lot, so I don't buy them a lot. All right, so I found this website called Closet Core Patterns. And so there is 2 different packages, or like 2 different pattern size options. There's 0 to 20 and then 14 to 32, which I don't understand why they overlap, but whatever. This is the Plateau Joggers pattern, and just a comfy pair of joggers that you can make. They also show them on a plus size person, which I think is great, because a lot of times like these companies, they don't have another model. Sometimes it's just like an independent 1-person show and there's nobody else to help them, so it's just them in the pattern. But they also offer them in French and English. You can get them PDF or print. So like you have a lot of options. And actually they only offer the 14 to 32 in PDF, probably because the printing size, but that's here nor there. You can also make them into shorts, and yeah, they look super comfy. And joggers are one of those things where like they can be quite hard to buy when you're plus size, because they can end up being like super tight. This way you can start with a base pattern and you can make them as baggy as you want. You can style them how you want. And yeah, I thought this was really great. And I also like that they offer them in French, because not a lot of, this is clearly a Canadian company. Not a lot of companies do that. Some of them don't even offer them in Spanish when they're an American company. So then we have the Anais, I'm saying this wrong because it's definitely French, and the Celine bralette bundle. So it's undies and bralette. Again, it comes 14 to 32 and French or English. And yeah, I've been asked multiple times for bralette patterns, or to make a bralette, and I just have no desire to do that, to make the pattern and do the work. I don't understand how the structure of it works. It's not something I've ever learned or been interested in, and so this is a good alternative, and you can make a matching set for yourself. So all right, so now we are on Friday Pattern Company. And Friday offers extra small to 7X, okay? And this is the Wilder gown. It's a printed pattern. I think you can probably get it as a PDF too, but you can get this actually shipped to you, so you don't have to spend 3 days printing it. It's super loose and flowy. It has like a very sweet like tie neck. I love that they've made it for both, like they've made it on a straight size model and a plus size model. They've shown the different view on the plus size, so you can see that it's made into just like a top as on the plus size one, and they show you like their full size chart, and you get all of the patterns in the pack, okay? So I do wish, oh yeah, it's in inches. Although their 7X is only a 63 inch hip, but it's a very loose flowy gown or dress. So, and I just think like you can make it into a top, a mini dress, and like a full length dress, and it's just so nice. So next we're on to patterns from Muna and Broad. I picked a few that I like, and this company is very interesting because they only do plus sizes, so they do from size 12 and up, and if you are outside of their size range, larger than it, they will grade the pattern for you to be larger. So that is freaking amazing. They're also one of the quite affordable patterns. Like this one's only $14, and I think they're based in Canada, but it doesn't say whether it's in USD or Canadian dollars. So $14 for a pattern either way once it's converted. Still quite affordable for a sewing pattern, like an indie sewing pattern. So this is the Medlow robe, and it's a PDF pattern. I have wanted a robe for a while, and I don't know if I'll make one, but if I'm going to make one, I'm gonna make this one because it looks dreamy. You can make it out of silk, or you can go super comfy and make it out of like a French terry or like a tencel, like stretchy jersey. Oh my god, that would be so luxurious. So they just letter their sizes, which I think is kind of great. It's not like super number focused other than like looking at the inches. And so you can go in and see like what size range you would fit into. So right now the pattern goes like up to a 71.5-inch hip. And so you can go through and figure out which one would fit you, but like you can easily just contact them and they'll grade it for you if it doesn't quite fit. They tell you exactly what you need and everything. Someone's review is best robe ever. That's from like a year ago. Yeah, anyways. Another Muna and Broad pattern is the Glebe pants. These are similar to the Winslow culottes, but full length. They come with pockets. They are elasticated if you want, all the way around. And they even, so like, I definitely think these are a Canadian based company. So they have a land acknowledgement on their website or on this product because it's named after the people who live in the Glebe region. So it says, we would like to acknowledge the traditional owners of the Glebe region. I'm probably going to pronounce this totally wrong. The Eora people, and pay our respects to elders past and present. Which, when you are an online company, like, there's no one knows where you are. No one knows the history of why you've named things that way, and you could just leave that out, but I love that they've included it. Anyways, these pants are so good. They've made them in like a neon pink, and they just look so good. They would be so nice for summer in a linen. Could be really great in like a jersey as well. And then you could make them really smart looking with a tweed or some sort of like suiting material. Oh, so dreamy. Anyway, all right, so that is all of the plus size sewing patterns I have for you today. I think it's really important to support these independent designers who have worked really hard to perfect the fit of their plus size patterns. So remember, like, don't steal them, pay for them. If your friend wants to make it, to have them pay for the pattern. Like, don't cheat these guys out of the money they have very rightfully earned. And if you have any questions or comments or anything like that, or want to add some other pattern designers down below in the comments, go ahead and do that. Just be sure that if you're adding other pattern designers, that they truly offer plus sizes, because we are not about that stopping at a 22 or a 3X life. All right, thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys soon. Have a great day. Bye-bye.